Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Kickoff. This is a show where we discuss football. Over here on the left we find Carvin, on the right we find Mitchell. I'll be your host again. My name is Mario. I love Manchester. He loves Norwich.
Sometimes.
And my good friend over here, Carvin, loves Juventus. Especially this week. They had a good run.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what game it's
yes,
playing.
I'm so sorry.
About, but yeah.
I wasn't even trying to be funny. I do apologise. Just twisted it. So I thought I'd kick things off. I normally don't start with Manchester United. So, bit of a brief one. We faced Basel in the Champions League and we beat them 3-0. It was a good performance by the team, I think. It was a statement that we needed to make to start the Champions League season, especially with the team and how we outperform throughout the season.
Brand new captain for 15 minutes.
Yes, brand new captain for 15 minutes. So that's a bit of a sad point, a black point in the game. Losing Pogba is a little bit not good for us during the season because he was playing fantastically and it was really, really starting to gel with Matic in the midfield.
Yep.
So the only realistic thing that I could talk about that game was Mourinho's comment. Even though the team, did really well and played with a little bit of flair at the end, he called it PlayStation football. Now, what are your thoughts on that, guys?
I reckon it was pretty entertaining. I'm not usually a big fan of Mourinho, but with that comment, I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. But I think it goes back to him being that traditional, defensive coach with that structured style. And as soon as it gets a bit loose, he doesn't really like it. I think Manchester United really got creative with their football that game. And he was just like...
He just didn't like it. He just didn't like it. He does play a more structured approach into... To his, he brings a structured approach to his teams, which we have benefited from lately. But you know what? Let the guys have a little bit of fun. Basel is still an excellent team, and I think they're the second strongest in that group.
The last time they were in your group, you didn't go through.
Yeah,
you finished third, so you had to take them seriously.
Nothing to frown upon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I reckon that you guys do bloody good with the play style that you were doing with. So,
and the magic substitute Fellaini came on and scored with his head. So I think he gave a bit of an FU to all the fans out there when he came in and celebrated with them. But
you know what would have been good if he did his celebration of. That would have been fantastic.
Mario didn't know who scored first, and I said to him, "Do you know who scored first with the with one of the games?" And he was like, "Yeah."
This is before I had watched it. Yeah.
And then you're just like, "What the?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I think I watched the goal. Well, I'm pretty sure I watched the goal, but I can't remember it right now.
It was a pretty clear-cut chance for him to finish it off. But hey, he came on and sub, and he did what he needed.
He's a super sub from Manchester United at the moment.
Yeah.
That's third time. Third time, wow.
Came out right.
He was about to say,
I was about to say Manchester City.
Man.
So
building those fans up there.
I nearly choked on my bloody well bourbon, scotch.
Whatever this alcoholic drink might be. So, Manchester United versus Everton was, I think it was a very hard-fought game. It was a game dominated by the midfield.
Yeah.
And I believe that once Rooney got substituted, I think that's where it broke apart for Everton. I think Rooney was keeping him in the game.
Yeah. Playing with a lot of passion.
He was.
Playing with a lot of passion. And even that effort where, he was going for goal and he lost the ball and he went and slid in, got the ball back and had a shot. He really deserved a goal, but that was that passion he brought to the game.
Yeah, I think he played superb. I think that is it Koeman, Ronald Koeman or something like that. Yeah. I don't think Koeman. That's it. Sorry, I don't think he's a particularly very good coach. He's been lambasting Rooney publicly, and the guy showed a lot of heart. And he wants to play football. I would have preferred him retiring at Manchester United, not considerably, not extending his career now. I think he should have just retired, and so people could remember him as a legend. But look, good on him. He did really well. The Everton collapsed, and we scored the remaining 3 goals.
Yeah.
Now, talking point of that game, Valencia. doesn't score many goals for Manchester United. What a cracker of a shot.
It was incredible. Yeah. That was a worldie if there was one.
It was pretty bloody impressive, just off the volley.
Yep.
Straight into the, pretty much.
Yeah.
Almost top left, but it was bloody good.
That took me to another level. I was watching that live.
Yep.
And as soon as he scored it, for whatever reason, I said, "Oh my God, he's unleashed the dragon!" I don't know why I said that, but that was a good shot, and I'm very glad that finally he decided to shoot instead of try and cross it and foul, as he normally does. He's a captain, by the way. I don't understand why.
Because Pogba was there.
Of course, but Jesus Christ, come on.
Seniority, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. So with that in mind, we beat them 4-0. So congratulations to Manchester United. We're doing really well.
A lot of goals and not a lot of goals against. Yeah, and that's quite. I mean, it's very impressive.
Well, De Gea's been keeping us back in it again. You know, De Gea is a fantastic goalkeeper, and I'm really glad that glad that Real Madrid didn't get him. So there you go. So what about Norwich City?
Yeah, Norwich City. They drew the first game and won the second game, but in the draw it was pretty frustrating because they couldn't break down. Not Millwall. We got smashed by Millwall. We just couldn't break Albion down.
That was Albion, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they sat all their players in behind the ball. They just, after getting beaten 5-0, I think it was, the previous week, I think they just wanted to play for a draw, and you could see it right from the start. That's all they were doing. They were playing for the draw. And Norwich just couldn't break them down, which was
2 clean sheets, is that right?
2 clean sheets, yeah.
Look, I would take that.
Yeah, considering the
last few performances and what we've been talking about regarding their defensive efforts.
Yeah. 2
clean sheets, and from what I saw of the second game, man, you built a wall.
Yeah,
you really did.
It's been good that Timmy's back.
They learned from the Battle of Millwall.
Well, Klose is back.
The massacre, sorry,
the massacre of Millwall.
Yeah, but Klose is back, so he really.
Hey, listen. When you said that, I was like, "Is one man really gonna make that difference?" But hey,
he has.
He controls the back line, which is what's really helped us.
He's commanding. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first game
he has a presence.
Yeah, he does, and because we got a lot of Germans in there now as well, and so he can speak to them more fluently than what Martin can. Martin at the back,
we all know what you feel about Martin at the back.
He was decent when he was a bit younger, but now he's just
Is he still captaining?
No, Pinto is. Pinto, our right back.
So they have changed captain.
Yeah. Martin hasn't been playing. He's not good enough to play, so yeah.
Damn.
But in the second game against Sheffield United, we went ahead reasonably early with. I don't want to say his name because whenever I say it,
we've had a few issues with pronouncing names and
even though
advertising
problems.
Even though I've been pronouncing their names properly, apparently it sounds like I'm swearing when I do. And I'm going to say "will shoot" instead. He
can you Germanize it? Will Scheiße.
Yeah. But he put us ahead, and from there on in, we kind of defended the game, trying to play for the win, and we got there in the end. We had a couple of more chances, but Murphy, who's been playing really well lately, that game he played shockingly. Kept on giving the ball away and putting the back line under a lot of pressure, and luckily we held up to the pressure, which was one good thing that I really liked about the game. So.
Because Sheffield's been doing really well.
Yeah, they were sitting at third, and they hadn't lost at home since, I think, February.
Hence why I picked them.
Yeah.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, and that allowed me to go ahead.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the recap for Norwich. They played really well, and I'm pretty happy with them. Just hoping that they can continue that form and work their way back up the ladder.
It's about building that foundation, I guess. I mean, even if you don't get the results, like the draw and stuff like that, it's having that defensive unit firing.
Yeah.
And the rest will work itself out.
Yeah.
And I think throughout the season that'll happen. I think, he who cannot be named, coach,
Yeah.
Mr. F. He,
Mr. F. I like
Mr.
it.
F. He's obviously got an approach that he wants to instill in the team, and he's pushing that through. And there's going to be bumps, but.
But one thing that I saw in this game is that they usually play a lot more possession football.
Right.
But this game we only had something like 23% possession.
Okay.
Wow.
So once
maybe counter-attacking is the way to go.
Yeah. Once we got the lead,
A lot of long balls from the back, or has it been more?
There's a lot of playing up the wings. They've been because they got a lot of speed in the wings, so that's what they're trying to do with the counter, and so
right.
It's not as exciting as what they usually play, where there's like 4 or 5 goals in the game, but that's usually the shipping goals.
Versus,
So it was pretty good. But that's a recap for Norwich this week.
Excellent. So what about Juventus, Mr. Carvin?
Well, I'll start with the negatives, which was the Champions League outing against Barcelona. Look, the first half was solid. We really kept Barca out of the game.
Yeah.
Barca always is going to have possession. So, you give them the possession. But I thought we countered really well. And we had a few chances. Dybala had a chance. Higuain had a chance. But we just didn't take those chances where we should have. And we kept Messi out of the game. It was... What's that?
I was going to say, let's just stare at him.
I'm just trying to find out what games we've got coming up this week.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that too. Would you mind? Oh, do you want to just find out what everybody's having?
It, yeah.
All right, cool.
I checked the Juve game that we got, but if you can check the others up.
Yeah, because I totally forgot to do that.
I was like, this guy has his speech for about 10 minutes about Norwich, and when I started talking, he just stopped
No, sorry.
He's like, I'll send you that pic later.
Maybe he's taking them right now.
Yeah, I don't even know. Where are my pants off?
We kept Messi out of the game completely in the first half, and he wasn't. And then, as he does, just before half time, beautiful setup move, and just scores in the right corner. His first goal ever against Juve. Well, they say against Buffon, but he's been our goalkeeper for the last 15 years, so 16 years. So he first ever goal against us, and his fifth outing, I think, against us. And then he went on to score 2 and set up the third one. Second half, he just destroyed us.
Yeah.
I mean, Messi just really came to his own. And, our defence struggled. Look, Benatia has been rubbish. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. The guy is a class centre-back, but he's been outdone. Every time he's put a Juve jersey on and gone out there, for some reason we trusted him in the Champions League fixture. We didn't go with Rugani. We did have injuries to Chiellini. And we had injuries to Khedira and Marquisio, so we had a bit of issues in midfield. I mean, I like Matuidi and Pjanic in midfield, but we didn't have that depth coming on. We didn't have anything to change up off the bench.
It gives me glee that I'm not the one saying that my team at the back line is shit for once.
Yeah, look, 100%. And we have a lot of teething issues at the moment. And at right back as well, I mean, DeShiglio, I thought, did a pretty good job. Then he went off injured. We brought in Storaro at right back. He's never played right back before. Allegri feels he is a right back. As soon as he came on, really collapsed through. Not taking anything away from Barca. They really did dominate and take their chances. But, Juve is known for we're known for our defence, and it really let us go. Pjanic, I thought, was brilliant in midfield, as he's been all season. Really becoming a world-class centre midfielder. Dybala was quite poor in the Barca game. Higuain's just been missing for the whole season. And then, going into the game against...
He never got off the Argentina bus.
No, he didn't. He got left off the Argentinian team, and he must have just worn his Argentinian socks and thought he was playing for Argentina. I don't know.
It looks like it.
Anyway, so we went on to play a fixture against... Sassuolo, that's it. Sorry. Really lost track there. And that was the game we had to come out and really show that we can dominate. And we did that. Yeah. We had Chiellini back. We had Rugani back on the centre-back. We actually had the team that I would have preferred in the Champions League fixture. Mandzukic was back on the left wing.
Yep.
Bringing more defensive presence because he's a hard worker. And we had Cuadrado back on the right. He's been a bit iffy, but he was back on the right. And he had a brilliant game, Cuadrado. Mandzukic was great again, the workhorse. And Dybala was just majestic.
Yes.
The kid has put on that number 10 jersey. He scored 8 goals now in 4 games. Hasn't been done in Serie A since 2006, I think.
Yeah.
Hasn't ever been done for Juve, that many goals in 4 games.
Yep.
And he's scored another hat-trick. So, unbelievable.
The guy's on fire.
He really is. He really is. Pjanic was brilliant in midfield. Matuidi had that control again in midfield, which is great. Defensively, with Chiellini back, I thought we had a lot more structure.
Yep.
Lichtsteiner was really poor in right back.
He was.
I think right back's going to be an issue this season.
Well, you lost one of the best ones.
We did. I mean, Dani Alves was fantastic.
As much as I hated the guy.
He is the best right back
Yeah.
in the world. I don't know if the fans agree. I mean, if you guys agree out there, but I think he is.
Well, who is another right back in the world? Like, you could mention on the top of your head. See? If you say Ivo Pinto, I'm slapping you.
No, I was going to say Arsenal bloody all right back.
Bellerin.
Bellerin, yeah.
He's good, but he's inconsistent.
He's inconsistent.
Like, world class, I can only think of one, which is Dani Alves. I really can't think of... Like, I think the game is suffering from left backs and right backs at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, there's not that many out there. You have Marcelo for Real Madrid that is amazing.
The left back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
Even centre backs, there's not that many that are really world class that you could really say.
Well, they are getting older, but I mean, you still got your Thiago Silva, you still got your Chiellini.
Chiellini's.
Yeah.
But that's only in a few teams.
It's only Manchester United that seems like
centre backs, there are some coming through. I mean, I think centre back's not too much, but left back and right back, you're right. It's right back especially. There really aren't too many.
Do you think that's because they're playing as right wing backs now more than they are playing as right backs, or do you think it's?
Yeah, that is the case, but.
I think midfielders are becoming backs.
Yeah, there's a lot more centre defensive.
Yeah, because now the formation of football is 3-4-3.
Yeah.
And the guys on the corners are coming down, so the midfielders are effectively acting as left backs and right backs. So that's why you have, like, for example, in this example, Valencia, that used to be a right midfielder, now plays as a right back, but because we play 3 at the back. So he's always coming down. Like, it's just...
You kind of see that with...
It's an evolving sport.
You see that with Chelsea as well, with the holding midfielder in Kante.
Yeah.
He could easily slide into the...
You always pick the hard names to say.
Yeah, the ones that...
the ones that
could borderline could possibly be something else.
It's like, put on that one. That's funny.
Hey, any sports fans, don't name your kids anything that can be... said as a swear word.
Yeah, it makes our life a lot, especially poor old Mitchell.
Because I don't know how I say it. I just must say it differently. I must be used to swearing or something. It just comes out like that.
As a swear word.
But no,
you're right.
Can't say.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, there aren't too many right backs out there. But at the same time, there's still enough quality out there that we don't have to rely on an aging Lichtsteiner as our... I mean, Deschiglo's injured now, and then we're playing Sturaro in a Champions League match against Barcelona. I mean, that's showing... And Lichtsteiner's not in our Champions League squad, so who's going to be our right back?
No.
So, we do have Benedict Howdes starting up now. He's come back into the squad. He's not debuted for us yet. So, apparently in our next fixture against Fiorentina, he'll be playing. We're going to rest a lot of players, I feel, against Fiorentina. Yeah. Because of the scheduling congestion. I think Buffon's going to be rested. And to answer your question, why Buffon didn't play, I heard in an episode which I was missing, he was being rested for the Barcelona game. Okay. So Szczesny debuted.
Oh, the great Szczesny.
The great Szczesny, yes.
Yeah, a lot of good it did, though.
Sorry?
A lot of good it did.
Resting him? Yeah, but I don't blame Buffon for what went on. Neither do I blame our midfield. I usually blame my midfield, but it was purely communication at the back that let us down. Yeah. But yeah, so 3-1 against Sassuolo, so still firing. I have my concerns with Higuain. Loving what Dybala's doing.
Yep.
It's still a maturing team. I think as the season goes on, we're going to see that us develop. So I'm not too concerned about the Barcelona result. Yep. 3-0 hurt.
It hurts.
But
especially considering the result from last season.
Correct.
When
we destroyed them.
Yeah.
But look, still early in the season. I'm not going to take that as oh no, we're done.
Yep.
I do feel our squad is a little bit weaker than last year.
Okay.
But it's still very, very strong. And I think we'll come through and...
Excellent.
Yeah, fight through.
No, I think I still have faith in you guys.
Yeah.
You're a top quality team, and it should be interesting to see how they develop.
Definitely. And I have faith in Allegri too. He's going to start introducing Douglas Costa and Benedeschi more and how it is as they go on, and he's a very good man manager, so I think I have faith in him. So
excellent. So that leads us into our topic of the show. So why? This is a funny one because we were running out of ideas, and we're like, well, what could we do? And what best team to talk about than Arsenal? And
just on Arsenal, I've had a lot of friends of mine and other people as well say, why don't you guys ever talk about Arsenal? And I'm like, well, what is there to talk about? And they've been like, I'm going to stop watching the show, you don't talk about Arsenal. I'm like, well, okay,
Alright.
So now we're
talking about Arsenal.
We talked about Arsenal last week as well.
Last week or the week before, I can't remember.
We did a bit. But hey, here you go for all the people who've been asking.
That's right. To all the Arsenal supporters out there, I feel really, really sorry for you. But why do most Arsenal players want out of the team?
Well,
what are your
essentially,
thoughts?
I simply think it's because of Wenger, the way he's playing them, and they're playing poorly. It's boring football to watch.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
So I reckon that's a statement.
Once Wenger's out, I think they'll probably play a lot better. I think they just want him all to leave. So, what's the best way to make him leave? Not get the results.
Yeah. Well, a bit of a Leicester City situation.
Or a Chelsea, remember?
Or a Chelsea,
when they got rid of Mourinho.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think all the players, their minds are elsewhere at the moment. I think they're thinking, we're not in the Champions League. Are we really going to win the Premier League this year? And when you think you can't win, your motivation just goes with it. And that probably does stem from Wenger, but it also stems from the squad they have around them that I don't think they really believe in it. And you're seeing players like Alexis Sanchez thinking about moving. You got players like Ozil probably not wanting to be there. You got a lot of players just not having that passion for the Arsenal shirt.
That's right, and that. It is sad to watch because Arsenal is a team with a lot of category, a lot of history. Obviously, they are rivals for Manchester United, but as I always said to the viewers of the show, that I'm not a fanboy. I respect teams for what they are and what they've achieved, and I think Arsenal, the Invincibles were an amazing team to watch. I used to dread having to play against them when that match had occurred. It was really good at the end of that era when Manchester United started to get ahead of them again, and because of that rivalry that built up for about 10 years, we would literally kick the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
So it was a good derby fun, you know. Obviously for me, not for the players. They got a bit scarred, but no, like it is really sad to see a team like that fall so far from grace. Arsenal should be a team as revered as Chelsea, as Manchester United. They should be in that conversation. How the hell did Manchester City get into this conversation in the first place? What, like a team as big as Arsenal should have never allowed that to happen. They should have gotten rid of Arsene Wenger a long time ago. And
on that, you know, when you talk about Arsenal, I know they're not in the Champions League at the moment, but when they were in the Champions League in the last couple of seasons, you know, my mates, people used to tell me, oh, you know, Arsenal, this and that. They were even for me, when I thought about Juve playing them, I was never worried about them.
Yeah.
I was never like, they're a true contender in the Champions League. And that makes me go, why? Why did I never think they were... And they weren't. I mean, they got smashed by Bayern. I mean, what was it, 10-2 in the end?
Something like that. Yeah, it was 10-2.
I mean, a world-class team should not be getting beaten by another world-class team like that.
No.
And, you know, it's really a downhill slope at the moment. And maybe a fresh coach, fresh approach to football is what they need, and have that motivation back.
I think that's all they need is that once they get the new fresh coach in there...
You reckon January?
Oh, they've got to do it. That's what I was saying.
If the results continue the way they do,
I think the fans are gonna really start pushing for that.
Which is a bit sad to see Arsene Wenger leave in that way. I think again we talked about this on our first episode. Arsene Wenger should have bowed out at the start of the season. They said, you know what, I gave it the best I could. Now it's time for somebody new, fresh ideas. We have built an excellent squad because the squad is good. They're not a bad squad.
No, they're not a bad squad. No.
It's just that the ideas are like tried and true. people already know how Arsenal are going to play. Yeah. They're gonna try and dominate possession, but they're never going to give that incisive ball. Yeah. So all you have to do is just park the bus and just watch them tire themselves out.
Because they play lovely football,
and then get them on the counter attack.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially in a nutshell what you need to do to beat Arsenal. Yeah. So Arsenal, if you're looking for a new coach, I'm putting my hand up. I am putting my hand up.
It'll be a critical condition team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will take you to glory. Even though I'm a Manchester United supporter, I will scream for every goal that you score. So keep that in mind. No, but in all seriousness, guys, I think that the injection of a new coach will go a long way to fixing the problem. The problem is, will you have players leaving in January? That's like if this doesn't get announced beforehand, players will. They'll start to riot. Really.
Well, if I was the management, the higher management, and I've got players like Alexis and stuff wanting to leave. If I'm thinking the only way to keep him, and if the issue is Wenger, right? Maybe I'll talk to Alexis. Be like, look, we're gonna get rid of him in January. This is our future for the second half of the season.
Plan.
This is the plan. We need you to stay to implement it. If you're gonna keep them, you've got to do that. If you just wait till January, players already made their mind up.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
So all my Arsenal friends who are Arsenal fans, please let me know what you think. Please let us know what you think. Comment.
Write it in the comments. We would love to have a conversation.
Because I know you've been messaging me a lot about talking about Arsenal, and I know you have a lot of opinions. But yeah, hit us up for sure.
Leave those opinions at the bottom of the show. It'd be awesome so we can discuss them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I understand that someone has a trivia for us tonight.
Oh.
It's not me. It's not me.
Who was it when he did the trivia? I can't even remember. Oh.
I do have the trivia.
Oh, yeah, Paulinho.
Paulinho.
I still don't know who the hell he is.
So, look, I've made a vow to these two. If Mitchell doesn't know this player, I'm never doing trivia again. Because, and I've got two here, okay? So the first one, I feel is a very easy one. And if someone guesses it too quickly, I have a secondary player that I'll bring in. And I'll judge what too quickly is. If you just go bam, whatever, then we'll go to the second player.
Yeah.
I'll try to make the questions a little bit difficult so you won't get it straight away, but we'll see how we go.
Okay.
And Mitchell, please know who it is. I'm just... Yeah. It's
I get nervous.
I'll look straight at the camera because I can kind of see the phone in the corner of my eye. So that's right.
Alright.
I'll look down, I'll look here.
You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Ready.
Alright. So I am of Senegalese descent and represented 5 major global clubs over my career. However, starting in Cannes, in France, and was named Rookie of the Year in the French League.
Oh, Hadji Diouf?
No.
No? Okay.
So you are up for the...
I can't even remember if he's Senegalese, but I don't know.
Senegalese descent, yes. So I was most famous for my time in England. Pelé named me in his 100 greatest players, and I was in the Professional Football Association Team of the Year 6 times from 1998 to 2003.
I'm a moron.
And I made the Premier League Player of the Year and French Player of the Year in 2001.
You're back in now, aren't you? Because you went on to the next question.
No, okay, in 2001, and also was in the UEFA Team of the Year in 2001. Do you want to have a guess, Mitchell?
No.
You don't? Okay.
I'm going to keep... I'll wait
so you're back in, Mario?
Okay.
This is where it gets easy. Alright, I represented my country, France, over 100 times and won the World Cup in 1998 while making the final in 2006.
Okay, so he's French, but he's... Okay, so he's French. See, I thought he was Senegalese.
Descent.
Oh, sorry, I just thought he was born there.
That's what I was trying to throw you.
Never mind. So he's a French player, won the World Cup, from Senegal, well, originally from Senegal, and he played in the Premier League for... Did you say the teams or no? No. But for the Premier League... Oh, Makalele?
No.
Damn it.
Let's go out again.
Damn it.
I'm trying to remember the name of him.
I must be so close.
Do you want me to go through it, Mitchell? This would be your chance for glory, man. This is it.
Have you got another question?
I do.
I can't remember his...
I have gone through a season undefeated, and as well as winning a league and having it stripped away from my team due to corruption scandal.
I mean...
I've gone through a season undefeated.
What's his name? I'm just... I've got it in my head, I just can't...
Describe him to me.
Yeah.
He's balding.
Balding, okay.
During the, Oh my god, what's his bloody name? This is really annoying me.
Can I give him a hint maybe? Does his name start with a W?
No.
Oh, damn it. Then who the hell is he?
Have you got any more questions? Or is Mario back in it?
I'll let Mario back in.
But I still don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, well, okay.
I feel like I must be so close. And I'm just missing him.
Do you know when you're that, you got a name on your tongue, but
I'll start with...
Could it be, like you said, world-class player?
World-class player.
Thierry Henry?
No.
Where are you from, Thierry?
I left my team after the corruption scandal and went to a direct rival.
Does your name start with C?
Oh,
No.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
And the direct rival was Inter Milan. The team I left because of the corruption was Juventus. But I wasn't famous for being a Juve player. I was famous in the Premier League.
Oh my god.
I was managed by...
He said it was an easy question.
No,
It is.
It is easy.
I was
just
managed
can't-
by the man we've been talking about who
Mourinho.
should be or should not have should be leaving his team.
Oh, Wenger.
And I
So
played-
he played for Arsenal. So it's obviously Arsenal because of the Invincibles. It's not Wiltor, which I thought, but he was French. It's not Thierry Henry. Who the hell is the other French player that played there?
world.
Oh my god! No, could it? No, but he's not. It's not Perez either.
What? Oh my god.
Who else was French? Ray Parler.
We were discussing him
Oh
earlier
my
tonight, weren't we?
god! Why do I know that entire team?
Also, I don't know if he
not-
currently does, but he manages New York FC at the moment in the MLS.
I need a clue. What position did he play in Arsenal? Do you know?
I do know. Okay, he was a world famous central midfielder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's his...
And it was okay.
I'm gonna
Makalele
smash the
never
phone,
played. Makalele never played for him. Oh my god, the answer
That's
is
it.
so obvious, and I don't know.
He's throwing these names out there. I'm just trying to think of the name that I'm thinking of.
Wow, I actually got you guys with this. I was. And you know the funny part? My second player was Claude Magalhaes.
Was it?
Yeah, that's the person I'm like, I didn't.
Were we talking about
Because
him
when
earlier
you said
tonight?
French, I'm like,
Yeah. That was
And
going
the
to be
Premier
that-
League, and
that's
I'm like,
your-
There's a French player we were talking about earlier in the night. Is that him?
And then we spoke about him today. Maybe I didn't.
so who was in the midfield? Who was in that midfield? There was Perez.
Was he a left midfielder?
There was Cesc Fabregas.
Central?
Was it central?
More of a defensive midfielder.
There was Gilberto Silva at that time too.
You guys will smash your head against a freaking wall when you find out who this is.
I think we've been at this for like 8 minutes now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be the...
What-
What do you need as the... Okay, his first name starts with P.
Oh shit, dude! Oh my god, I know who it is. Okay, I'm gonna give Mitchell a chance because he
Not
doesn't.
Pele, not Pele.
No, he doesn't normally remember
Okay.
the names of people.
So
I'm
you
gonna
know
give-
who it is?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. His first name starts with P.
With P?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Arsenal
Can
supporters.
I give the last name? Starting with letter? Or
Yeah, you can give him that one.
His last name starts with V.
And he was tall.
Not Vidal, no.
I'll give you one more guess before I guess it.
You guess it.
Patrick Vieira. Yeah. I am so sorry, Arsenal fans. I
That's
totally
what I was
forgot this guy
thinking
existed. Oh.
But I may be wrong, but in my mind, he was world class. He was.
No, he was. He
incredible
was
central
fantastic.
midfielder.
You know what? If you probably had
You're looking at me like, really?
Do you reckon he's world class though?
Patrick Vieira?
yeah,
Like, he was a decent, really bloody good player, but he wasn't world class. He's not.
He was, in my mind,
he won a World Cup.
he was the best central midfielder, like, at that time, man. Like, I couldn't pick anyone else over him. At the
Yeah.
time. I mean, Zidane was there
Yeah,
at the
Zidane was
time,
good
but
too.
if I'm wrong,
I think
let
if
me
you
know,
if you
but-
had said like he was the captain of the, I would have gone okay.
Yeah.
But I named those players and
You
I'm like,
did.
and I just missed
You
him.
were naming everyone around him, and he was like that central person that like held the fort together for
And
him.
I'm like, no, it can't be Perez. He's not from Senegalese descent. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
it?
fair enough.
You know who he is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know who he is.
Okay.
That's the thing though. I'm a shit with names.
Hey, I got Makalele though. And you didn't even give me a
That was
question.
my second one. He was actually going to be my
That was
second one.
funny. Oh, yeah, when you said P, I'm like,
Yeah.
of course, Patrick Vieira.
So we got to go. Are we going to do the upcoming games and give our predictions, or are we going to do our point tally? Because
well, we need to give our. Let's do our predictions. All right. So you said Juventus is playing who?
Fiorentina, the old rival.
Fiorentina, where the Batigol used to be.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Juve.
2-1 Juve.
2-1 Juve. I think that's a fair score. Same.
2-1 Juve.
2-1 Juve.
We will be rotating our squad. I'm gonna go.
No pen.
I don't know if we can keep a clean sheet. I'm gonna go 3-1 Juve. I think our scoring would be fine, but yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1.
Okay.
You guys play Southampton, I'm pretty sure. You're
Southampton?
Yep.
3-0.
3-0?
Destroy them. Annihilate them.
I think it might be a bit closer. I think 2-2.
I think so too, but 3-0. I'm being a fanboy now. I can be fanboys in this part.
You going 2-2?
2-2. Yeah. There'll be goals, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say 2-1 to Manchester United.
Hey, alright.
Okay, and Norwich play Bristol City.
Bristol City, there are heroes. Bristol City. So, okay. I don't know. Oh, wait. I do know Bristol. And I think they're going to lose horrendously. 2-0 for Norwich.
I am going to say, because of the way you've been playing, I'm going to say 1-0. I think you're going to stick with that defensive mindset.
I was actually going to go with 1-0 as well for Norwich.
Okay.
Because, Bristol have been playing pretty decent. They've got a lot of draws, but I think we should be able to break them down because they're not going to be playing for the draw.
Bristol City. So, yeah. Bristol City. Okay. You know what it is? It's the Captain Planet.
Oh, it is Captain Planet.
So, with that, it brings us to the tally. So, I do not remember for the life of me what we were last week. I know you were winning.
I know that he was on 10.
10, 8 and 8, I believe.
10, 8 and 8.
Yep.
So that's not the page I'm looking for. There we go. So the predictions. Where did you write them? There we go.
I've got the scores just there.
Excellent. So I'm not going to do the breakdown of teams because that was a bit too long last time.
Yep.
So all I'm going to say is that Mitchell takes the cake with 9 points this week. So well done, Mitchell. You did really well, even though you did absolutely nothing. You did really well. I'm such a bastard.
So you're up to 17?
Yeah, 17 points.
17 points. And the K-Man and myself, 6 points.
You got 8 points.
Oh, sorry. I
the pen ran out.
The pen ran out.
That does 6, okay, yeah.
Check the tape. Okay, so I got 8 points. Carwin got 6, which means we're on equal...
16.
Equal 16 and you're 17.
Yeah, just took the lead just by a nose. I've got a pretty big one, so I'm able to just take it.
Slide it in there.
Anyway, you can win as a winning.
So it should be quite an interesting week of football. And I really do and hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Any final comments on what we've discussed today, boys?
No, I think it was a pretty solid show. I think that since there's only one game next week for each of us, it'll be a shorter show next week, but I think it'll be very, very entertaining. And
really looking forward to who does the trivia next week.
That's right. Just to let people know, in about 3 weeks' time, Mitchell and I will be going on holidays, so the show will be on hiatus.
I think it's their honeymoon, I'm not quite sure.
Oh!
Yes.
Get all those sex change jokes now, man.
I was actually going to say to you earlier when you were coughing, was there's still complications going from the sex change, but I let it slide, but because you said that.
So, once again, guys, I've been your host. My name is Mario. Over here we find Mitchell, and on the left here we find Karen. That's payback. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and see you next week.
Night, guys.
See you guys.